Well, hello guys. It's been a while. So we are currently in the Lithuanian capital, Vilnius, and we are here for a week trip to the three capitals of the Baltics. So you have Vilnius, Riga, and Tallinn. Now, yes, I do look pretty bad. I have been up since, well, about 1 a.m., but it is currently here around 3 a.m. It is, not 3 a.m., it is 3 p.m. That's how tired I am. I can't even get the time right. But what we're here for, we're just going to look around. We're just going to explore the Baltics, do a bit of solo European traveling, which I've always wanted to do. We're going to be here for we're going to be in the Baltics for the week. So I hope you enjoy the vlog. I'm going to record as much as I can. Also, I just want to chill a little bit and not do as much. But I will be vlogging, I will be recording some parts, and I'll take you along for the journey because it's going to be a good one. So let's go out and explore Vilnius. Never been here before, so it should be nice. Okay, let's head out. Look at that. One of the first things I see coming out of the hotel. Beautiful. Just gonna have a look inside. And this must be the old town square here in Vilnius. It looks beautiful. And this is the old town of Vilnius. Absolutely beautiful. Some of these churches here are nearly 1,000 years old. Such a historic city. And it's so close to the countries of like Belarus and Poland and even Russia. It's amazing. So just to tell you where Lithuania actually is, it's roughly 25 miles from Belarus, which is, well, we know what Belarus is. It's around 50 miles from Russia, and then it's around 40 miles from Poland. So it's in the Baltics. It's the southern Baltics. Okay, so now that's done, we are going to go down, going to get some food, and then we're going to probably have an early dinner, call it an early night tonight because it was a very early start. I'm very tired, but sticking through. But let's go and get something to eat, probably a McDonald's. Now this is actually unbelievably steep on the way down. It doesn't do it justice on my phone, but this is very steep. Well, just back at the hotel now after the first few hours in Vilnius. This was just the first half day really, because I got here about like 1 o'clock, so I haven't had the whole day to look around. But what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna have a shower and then I'm gonna go and get something to eat. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for a full day in Vilnius. Hopefully I'll feel a bit more awake because I'm absolutely shattered. See you guys tomorrow. Well, good morning everyone. It is day 2 in Vilnius, or day 1, because we only got here yesterday. So we're going to have a look around again. We're going to go to the castle, which I showed you yesterday, and we're going to go to the Museum of Lithuania, so about the history of Lithuania. So we're going to go there, but first, I need a coffee. I need something to eat. I'm still tired, but not as tired. So let's go and get something to eat and drink. Yes. Okay, that is breakfast done. Now let's go and have a look around again. Now apparently this is quite a pilgrimage site for Catholics in Lithuania. It's called the Golden Gate, even though it doesn't look very golden. So it looks very nice, besides the scaffolding. So behind me is a very famous, it's called Golden Gate, I think, or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. But apparently the Pope John Paul II visited here, and Pope Francis, the late Pope Francis, visited here. So it's quite a famous place in the Catholic world. Now, while I was at those gates, I actually walked past a Russian Orthodox cathedral, as you just saw from the clip I just showed. Absolutely beautiful. Say what you want about Russia, but the Eastern Orthodox religion is absolutely beautiful. The cathedrals, the churches, the whole thing about them are beautiful. Okay, we're just going back up to the castle, which is just up there. This is unbelievably steep. Doesn't look like it on camera, but this is very steep. Gotta watch your step because it's obviously made out of stone, so it's not very even. Nearly there, nearly at the top. Now, I don't know if I'm actually gonna post this vlog because I'm not really sure. I don't think it's been the best so far. I think I've rushed it a little, but I'll see. Maybe it'll get better. We still have 2 other cities and 2 other countries to see, so let's see. There we are. Beautiful view of the Vilnius skyline in the distance. Here we are at the top of the castle tower. This is quite high up. I'm not getting too close. Not the best person with heights. There's the Lithuanian flag. Lovely view of Vilnius. Looks like it's about to rain. Look at that cloud over there. The sun's out now, so it's turned really nice. Lovely view. You can see the old Soviet blocks in the background. Then compare that to the modern day Vilnius just there. Stark contrast, really. So that was the tour of the Grand Palace of the Grand Dukes of Lithuania. Highly recommend it if you're in Vilnius. I'm getting absolutely soaked right now because it's tipping it down. Let me show you. Absolutely tipping it down. I might need to go in somewhere just to sit down for 10 minutes. It is tipping it down here. It's typical because when I travel to the next 2 cities I'm going to, the weather's actually going to be really nice. It's going to be 27 degrees. But here, it's absolutely, it's like I'm back home basically. Absolutely pouring it down here in Vilnius. Just on my way back to the hotel to get ready for some dinner tonight. It's absolutely pouring it down. Ah, look, you got one of those portal things. So basically it connects 2 parts of the world with each other. So one here in Vilnius, and wherever that is where it is. So just back in the hotel now after a busy day of looking around Vilnius. It's a lovely city. I highly recommend if you're ever planning a trip in Europe or you're just planning a trip to Europe, I highly recommend you come to Vilnius. It's a beautiful city. Unfortunately, my time here is nearly done. Tomorrow morning I will be going on a coach, a very long coach journey. Not very long, 4 hours, 5 hours, to the next country I'll be going to. So I'll probably see you there. I apologise if I haven't shown you much of Vilnius. There's so many more places I'm going, so I want to show you those as well, maybe in a bit more detail. But until the next city, I'll see you then. Well, good morning everyone. It is around 7:30 in the morning. I've just packed up my bags and I'm just having a very budget-friendly breakfast, a banana, the coffee the hotel gave me, and a water, which I have nearly finished all. And today we are taking a coach to another Baltic capital. Can you guess what one? I think you might know. You might know. You might not know. You might know. But it's close to Vilnius. It's not very far. It's around a 4-hour bus journey. It's not far, really. So yeah, let's finish this up and let's head to the bus station, or the Bussy Jam, as they call it here in Lithuania. Okay, goodbye room. This was the room which I stayed in for 2 nights. Okay, let's head out, let's check out. Okay, that's me all checked out. So let's head to the bus station and get on the coach to the next city. So as I was saying earlier, the coach journey is about 4 hours to the next city we're going to. So it's not very long. I'm just going to go to the bus station, get a few things, get a few sweets and a bit of food and some water for the journey. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, here we are at the bus station.
Autobuso viduryje yra kavos aparatas, kuriuo galima naudotis nemokamai. Autobuse yra tualetas. Įsijunkite.
Just at the hotel. So guys, Just got to the hotel room. Looks very nice. Looks very similar to the one in Vilnius. There we go. Not much to write home about, but it'll do. Only here for 3 nights. And if you're guessing where I am, we are in Riga, in Latvia. Not very far, about a 4-hour bus journey, which it was from Vilnius. We are here for 3 nights. So let's get settled in. Let's head out and look at the old town, because I've heard it's really nice. So just into the centre of Riga now. So just on the riverside in Riga. Lovely bit of scenery here. By the castle, which is right there. We'll be going there tomorrow. It's now the Natural History Museum. Not the Natural History Museum, the National History Museum of Latvia. So we'll be visiting there tomorrow. So I'm in Riga for 3 nights. Oh well, 3 nights, kind of 3-ish days, and then we are off to our final destination before we head back home. So first thoughts of Riga, it's actually really nice. It's a beautiful city. It's a lot more older buildings than there was in Vilnius. It also feels a lot busier. It feels like it's a bigger city. Vilnius felt very small. It felt like a small town, small city in the UK. But here, it feels a lot bigger. Okay guys, back in the hotel now. I only wanted to have a quick look around the old town because obviously I got here around 1:30. So, and by the time I chucked my stuff in the hotel room, it was probably nearer to 2:30 that we were out. So I only looked around for a couple of hours. We've still got 2 days to look around Riga. I'm going to be going to the National History Museum. I'm going to be going on the riverboat tour tomorrow. So that should be good. We're going to go to a couple of cathedrals. So we look forward to that. But tonight, I'm going to have a dinner. I think I'm going to have an Italian. I walked past an Italian in the old town I saw. So I'm going to go there, try it out. So just going for a walk after my dinner, had a nice carbonara with a salad. Just walking by the river, as you can see, just trying to burn off a bit of the food. Lovely Italian place I was at. Very nice, very cheap as well. That's what I've seen with the Baltic countries. They're all very cheap, all very affordable if you're on a budget like I am. So just a fact about Riga, which probably does make sense considering it's the capital. It is the largest city in Latvia. I think it's actually the largest capital city out of the Baltic states. I think it's around 600,000 people live here. But I thought I'd tell you that, guys. Interesting fact for you. Okay, let's look at the view at the top of this bridge. Looks very old, very Soviet. But the stark contrast in busyness compared to Vilnius. Vilnius felt like a very small city, very quiet. I didn't see many people around. Not many English people anyway, but here, completely different story. Another thing about the Baltic capitals, which I'm beginning to discover, is that they get dark very late. Like in Vilnius last night, it didn't get completely dark till nearly 11. Here, it doesn't get dark till about 11:30. And in Tallinn, I've heard it doesn't actually get completely dark. We are near the summer solstice, so it's no surprise. one thing I must say, the streets here, the old cobbled medieval streets, absolutely beautiful. Really shocking. It's like 10:30, and look, it's still pretty light. This is unbelievable. Never get this in the UK. If this was the UK now at 10:30, depending on where you are, where I am from, it would be dark by now. Well guys, that is me back at the hotel, so I'm gonna probably have a shower and then go to bed. Gonna be up early tomorrow. We're gonna go to the Occupation Museum of Latvia, so when the Soviet Union occupied Latvia. We're gonna go there and we're gonna look around that. We're gonna go on a boat tour along the river, and we're going to go to an Orthodox cathedral tomorrow. The one you've probably seen earlier, but we're gonna go there, look in a bit more detail. And we're going to go to Riga Cathedral, which is obviously different to the Orthodox Cathedral. But we're going to go there. But until tomorrow, good night. Okay, let's head to the Occupation Museum of Latvia. It opens at 10 AM, so we've got around 15 minutes. Complete contrast in the weather to Vilnius. It's absolutely beautiful here, and it's around 20 degrees, so it's really nice. So we're just looking around the House of the Blackheads, one of the oldest buildings here in Riga. Absolutely beautiful. You can hear that music in the background, which I've just shown you. Lovely place. Highly recommend. If you're in Riga, come to this. Come to this House of the Blackheads. It's beautiful. I rate that boat tour very good for an hour. Only €15, not too bad. Okay guys, just back at the hotel now. Gonna relax for a couple of hours. I've been out for about 7 hours now. So, just gonna relax, gonna have dinner. Don't know what I'm gonna get. I walked past an Indian yesterday and I thought that looked really nice. So, might try and go there, see what it's like. It looks a little expensive, but we'll go there. We'll treat ourselves, I think. See you guys tonight. So I just searched up what that was. That is apparently there's events across the Baltics which lead up to the summer solstice, and that was one of them, right in the centre of Riga. That was really good. Enjoyed that. Complete contrast from last night. Really cloudy and it's actually raining. You can't see it on camera, but it's actually raining. Last night was really nice, really warm, nice and sunny. Okay, I'm quite tired tonight, so I'm going to head back to the hotel. So let's go back there. Okay, we're now heading to the KGB building in Riga. About a 10-minute walk, so let's go there. So that was the KGB building in Riga. Very interesting. Again, if you're in Riga and you're interested about Soviet history or the Soviet past for Riga and Latvia, go there. Definitely worth it. That is the most Soviet building I think I've ever seen. Apparently it's a college of Riga or something. My college didn't look like that. So just had a nice dinner in the old town. Now just going for a walk. Just killing a bit of time before I got to go to sleep until we got to get up for Tallinn tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, good morning guys. We are going to be heading to Tallinn today. It is around 8 o'clock. So I need to head to the bus station. I need to just go and check out now. And yeah, we'll be on our way to Tallinn. I've had a shave, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Okay guys, just arrived in Tallinn at my hotel. Only here for a couple nights and then we are flying back to the UK. So let's go out and explore the city whilst we're here. Okay guys, just back in the hotel now. I'm just gonna have a little rest for a little while. Just had a nice pizza in the old town square. It was lovely pizza, very nice view of the old town. But tonight, because it stays so late here, like really late, it doesn't really get dark here. We're gonna stay out tonight. We're gonna see the sunset. We're gonna see how light it actually stays for how long. I heard it doesn't actually completely get dark, but we're gonna have a look. We're gonna stay out to around midnight. We're going to have a shower first and we're going to go and watch the football. I think the Netherlands are playing Sweden or something. So we're going to go and watch that in a bar somewhere. And yeah, I'll see you there. Okay, guys, we're just walking to a good sunset spot. We had some pizza, as you saw earlier. We're just going to the edge of the port where boats go to like Stockholm, Helsinki from here. We're just going to go and watch the sunset and see how long it stays light for. So let's go and do that. So this is the port area where a couple years ago I got to ferry to Helsinki. It's all here. I think over there that's where I actually got off. But this is it here. As you can see in the distance, guys, it's still very light. It's currently 25 to 11 and it's still completely light. Okay, I think I've just made it in time for sunset. You can't really see much because it's a bit cloudy over the Baltic Sea. But it still looks unbelievable. Okay, we just made it for sunset. I'll show you my view now. Would you just look at this? So peaceful. And this, guys, this is the reason, half the reason why I wanted to come back to Tallinn is because obviously in the summer, it's near the summer solstice. So the further north you are, the lighter it stays. So we don't really get, it doesn't stay this late in the UK normally, well, especially from the part I'm from. It doesn't stay this late this long, but it's unreal to see, really. It's nearly 11 o'clock and it's still completely light. It's crazy. It's just absolutely amazing. It's just things like this you just remember for life. I don't know why, it's just something so stupid to seeing it stay so light for so long. But it's just something you don't see every day. You don't, well, unless you live here, then you do see it every day. It's just something you don't see. My hair, it's terrible. It's just something you don't see that often. And just to do these solo trips, you know, to go from Lithuania to Latvia to Estonia all by yourself, you know, not many people do it. I know there are people that do it. There are people that solo travel and, you know, go on their own. But just to do something like this and just to see it, just to see this in person, to see all three Baltics within the space of a week, it's been an absolutely life-altering trip. It really has. It broadens my perspective on not just this part of Europe, but the rest of Europe and the rest of the planet, which I hope soon I will get to travel to. Let's hope, guys. I'm just going to enjoy this beautiful view, as I will show you now. And just as I'm sitting here enjoying the beautiful view, this cruise ship here is leaving port. Look at that. It doesn't do it justice on camera, but that is absolutely huge in real life. Beautiful, beautiful way. Look at it. I promise you guys, this is the last bit I say about it, but it is 11:45, it might even be 11:46 now. And look at it. It's still light. You can still see me pretty well. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. It's crazy. But I'm going to wrap it up there for tonight, guys. I don't know what time I'm going to be up in the morning. This is why I kind of wanted to stay in Tallinn, just to see this. And I've been sitting here for the last hour, and it's been unbelievable. So I'll see you guys in the morning. So guys, just back in the hotel now, and it is the end of a really unforgettable trip. It's been absolutely amazing. Travelling all the way from Vilnius to Tallinn, 400-mile trip, 2 coaches, 1 plane, well, 2 planes. Tomorrow it will be 2 planes because I'll be going back, unfortunately. Unforgettable trip. Thank you guys for sticking around and watching it. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.